Hello friends, welcome back to Phil Plays Bass. Welcome back to the stream. Today is Thursday. I hope everyone is doing alright. And Michael, surprise, surprise, I always tend to start with the 4-string, especially when it comes to the warm-ups and all of these exercises. I like to start with the 4-string. How is everyone doing today? Thanks for joining. We like to play bass, we like to practice, and today being the 4th day of the week, it is also Lydian, our 4th mode of the major scale. To recap, our Ionian mode. Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Nope, it's at the maximum, never mind. I have not been able to play at all today, so this is going to be another one of those days where I'm gonna properly practice. So a bit less talking, a bit more playing, which is essentially kind of what we want, really. So I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. Alright, Ionian mode. Our favourite one is the one we all grew up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is also 1. Dorian mode, which has a flat 7 and a flat 3. Phrygian, the one we went over yesterday, has a flat 9, flat 3, flat 6 and flat 7. Also known as the metal mode. And today, our 4th mode of the major scale, Lydian, only has one altered note compared to the major scale, which is a sharp 4. By sharp 4, we mean that the 4th note is raised by a semitone, and it's not an F in this case, but an F sharp. Which gives us this very recognizable sound. You guys might know this famous tune. Jurassic Park, bit of Lydian. There we go. That's your Lydian mode. That's your theory. For the major scale, bear in mind that I said I was going to do some harmonic minor stuff today as well. And the 4th mode of the harmonic minor is the Dorian sharp 4. So this is nice. 4th mode is essentially marries two things that we already know. The Dorian mode and the sharp 4, which we're literally just doing today. So 1, 2, flat 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 8. What would we use this chord over, this mode over, I wonder? Logic is not playing as per usual. There she is. We've got a C minor chord there playing in the background. We could use this C Dorian sharp 4 over C. But that's a little bit, I find it a bit sort of contrived, a bit, seems like you're really trying to wedge in like a funky jazzy note in there, and it seems a bit, I don't know, sounds a bit naff. But since Dorian sharp 4 is the 4th mode of the harmonic minor, maybe we could try playing it as a 4 over this C minor chord, the C minor 7 chord. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, we would be playing F Dorian sharp 4. So let's see what that sounds like. No, what am I talking about? Playing F sharp. Silly me, we're playing F sharp. No, that's not what that's not at all the sound I was getting earlier. Where was that coming from? Let me refresh my memory, because I made some notes here, and this doesn't sound at all like like what I went through earlier. Not very good. Yes, yes. Yeah. E Phrygian dominant, D Dorian sharp 4. A, D. Yeah, strange. Am I actually in C? Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know what I was playing earlier. I must have gotten a bit confused, but if we play Dorian sharp 4 over F Dorian sharp 4 over C minor 7, just a 4th degree of a minor scale with an added sharp 4, we get a lovely sound. I much prefer this sound. I prefer this this sound to the. Just sounds a bit forced to me, but that's just my impression. But there we go, guys. 4th mode of the harmonic minor scale is Dorian sharp 4. It will now stay etched in your memory forever, and you will never be able to forget it. Curse or a blessing, only time will tell. On the other hand, I have not, like I said, I have not been able to do any practice today, so off we go. 60 BPM, our favorite 1 finger per fret exercise, all over the neck without stopping. That was actually very slow. Not much of a challenge in the left hand, so I'm just going to speed it up a notch. Nah, come on, we can do faster than that, surely. Yeah. Can do a touch faster than this as well, actually. Dun, 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 Nice. Am I still streaming, guys? I'm not entirely sure that I'm still alive. Yes, good. We're live. Awesome. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm just doing some practicing today because I didn't have a chance to at all. So I'm just catching up on some practicing. This was a little bit of left hand warm up. Now to do kind of like a freestyle right hand sort of a bull, whatever comes out type thing. I'm going to put a little backing track on for a bit more fun. Don't close this. Oh, turn that a touch down. Heavily Deantown inspired, guys, as you know. We're all big fans of Joe Dart here, I'm assuming. Oh. Ouchie. It's getting to me a little bit. That constant 16th note. Nice. Feeling like it's starting to warm up. Feels pretty nice. Alright, let's put something else on. Our usual. You guys won't be surprised here with everything I do. It's a little bit of a routine thing. I've been working on the website a lot. And you guys might be wondering what I'm working on the website. Well, I was trying to program a little game, basically like a little arpeggio. Name this arpeggio, and then you get 3 notes altered in various ways that make major, minor, diminished, augmented arpeggios, and then they just cycle through, and you just analyze them real quick and then decide if it's a major 7 up, if it's a 7 up, blah blah blah, this kind of stuff. Very, very simple, but still a fun little game for me to try out and see if it actually improves my fretboard knowledge, which I have to do as well. Speaking of which, okay, Mike, you will remember this. This is our usual suspect. Nope, not this, not the piano. Without the piano, good. Oof. Ooh, gee. I love that little line. Yeah, I really like it. It's very bouncy. Oh man, that is a bit brutal, that. Nice, I love this thing. Okay, right hand feels pretty warmed up, but I haven't done any fretboard knowledge. Guys, we get to this unbelievably boring part of this otherwise highly exciting stream. Let's face it, it's crazy, right? You guys, I mean, people are losing their minds over this. Mike says, Philippe, when you were learning to fill all the spaces of the 16th notes with ghost notes like that, what exercises and drills were you doing? All of them, except very slowly, Mike. Oh, look at that. The chat is actually appearing on the bottom left of this new overlay that I'm trying. I'm not sure I like the visual just yet. Drills, Mike. I would do this kind of stuff. Literally, this. Just really, really slowing it down. Like always, it won't surprise you that this is... The secret to all of this is starting really, really slow. Because then you can focus on keeping that... you can focus on the 16th notes more than you don't have to think too hard about the left hand. It kind of comes a little bit more naturally if you know how to do ghost notes and if you know how to pluck, not even crazy fast, but if you know how to pluck, as in alternating, and if you know how to do ghost notes, if you slow it down, the whole thing just comes together really, really quickly. It doesn't mean that you can take it easily to faster tempos, but it does mean that at a really slow tempo, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, actually, I can do this. If we take another very basic bass line. But I'm not doing any... I'm not... And then I can start inserting the spaces back into it. Once I know where the notes go, I can do, full length. Then I can start doing just one staccato note. And then I can start adding more actual notes underneath to sort of make up for the actual note length on the original bass line. So You know what I mean? But starting with just and then playing one note staccato and then augmenting the amount of notes that you play, as opposed to ghost notes, and sort of gradually increasing the notes that you play until you get to the actual bass line. I don't know if I'm being very... I don't know if I'm clarifying anything with that. Hello, Jeffrey, how are you? I don't know how to turn off my crown. Michael, you have a crown? Michael, did you turn off your crown? Oh, yeah. Wow. What's going on there? What's going on there? Top fans, Michael. Where's Michael? Add as moderator. Put user in timeout. That seems a little bit condescending, a little bit patronizing. That's right, Seven Nation Army. What's another super famous bass line that's okay? Very, very recognizable. Another one bites the dust, right? Okay, let's break it down. Okay, I'm just gonna play the notes here. Hello, City E, Rotti E2. Hello, welcome. Are you a musician yourself? Is that an alien speaking through the bass? Am I... Sorry, dude, am I clipping again? I may very well be. I'm getting a different kind of monitoring. Is the bass clipping? It is actually showing a little bit of clippage on my end. Should be better now. Yeah, should be better. It's just the tuning. The tuning. You can hear things I can't. Yeah, all right, just a touch, okay? Okay, fine. Okay, don't get too cocky, all right? Okay, it was a little bit out of tune. Thank you. Mike, I made a comment about strict teachers in Catholic school that I needed to super glue my thumb to the back of the neck that didn't show up. Might have been seen as offensive. But it's possible that the maybe you got put in timeout. Like I didn't do anything. I was busy. You guys know I was busy playing. But it could be maybe that there's a moderating bot that decided that there was some Catholic school that I needed to super glue my thumb to the back of the... I don't even know what that means. When I meant the sound effect. Sorry, I'm no musician. City. Yeah, dude, I think the bass sounds alright. Jeffrey and Michael, does the bass sound normal? I mean, it's clipping a little bit, I think, but... I hear you, Jeffrey. It's just that the algorithm does take that into account, sadly, downstream of a stream. If there's zero moderation, they will tend to slightly, not restrict, but they'll put you at a lower tier than if your chat is at least has a base level of moderation. It's just, yeah, I know. I'm not a big fan of. Oh my god, the chat! You can't read a single thing on the screen. I need to work on this overlay, but I wanted to try it out. So yeah, first draft. Let's call it the first draft. Going back to what I was talking about, Mike. If I was to play another one, Bites the Dust, how would I break it down? I don't know if it's an interesting one to play to practice 16th ghost notes over. Um, but it's a good example because it has a lot of silences, really defined silences, and really defined actual notes in it. So if I was to literally just play the notes without any ghost notes at all, what would that give me? Right. Now if I was to play just the notes but one staccato. Yeah, it's actually harder than it seemed. See, that means I have to start thinking about inserting those ghost notes between this little section. And again, taking it super slow. I don't need to rush through that because I don't know what I'm doing. So it has to be very, very slow, very methodical. Actually, yeah, I'm not happy with that last section. They're all pretty much 16th note length regardless, so I don't think there's much more I can do with that particular dun, 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 dun. Ooh, no, that's not working yet. I don't have it. Also, that bass is a little bit noisy on the low end, on the sort of lower part of the neck. Looks like it. You got your number 3 commenter badge back. So totally unnecessary, but that is how I would approach. If I was to focus on trying to more instinctively, more naturally add ghost notes in my playing, I would do this kind of stuff. It's because over the years I didn't really have to focus on it that much. But it's interesting that you're bringing it up, Michael. I didn't have to focus on it that much because I learned so many tunes that had ghost notes in the bass line that I just eventually it comes to me relatively naturally to sort of inject bits and bobs in there for articulation purposes and all of that. But if I was to start over, I would play songs that I already know and try and fill in the blanks with ghost notes. It's not a very musical thing to do, but as a practice, it's a lot more fun than practicing simple rhythmic patterns. From where is it? Oh, there it is. You guys might be familiar with this book. It's very famous for drummers, and these are just rhythmic patterns. Actually, I can show it there. It's just drum. They're just da 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 da. There's no notes. There's no indications of what instrument it is. It's just literally to practice your rhythmic reading and combining multiplicity of ways. It's a really great book, but it's you can't really say it's a lot of fun. It really feels like studying when you go through it, but it is a good read. So it's not really a good read. It's a fantastic tool for practicing modern reading in 4/4 Louis Belson. There's obviously some that aren't in 4/4. I think there's a 6/8, 12/8 or something like that. Odd time signatures, quite possibly. And this will teach you how to read rhythm, and you can use this book. If I was to take the first bar here, for instance, right there, top right, for you get top left. So ba 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 ba, right? Very, very simple pattern. And what can I do with that? Well, I can fill all the gaps with 16th notes. So 1. And everything that's not written on there turns into a 16th note. So it helps you kind of visualize. If you're more of a visual learner, that might help you figure out exactly what we're talking about here. Yeah, Louis Belson, useful read for sure. Michael is out of timeout. Very good. Absolutely need bits and bobs. You're brilliant with it. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. I'm horrible at reading rests and rhythms. So am I. It's been a while since I've done it, but I figured that if I was to start doing that on stream, it would make for even more captivating content. So I'll abstain for now. But who knows? I know there's a whole bunch of other nerds like us out there that might literally just use these videos as sleeping aids. Just, yeah, I love listening to Phil's soothing voice whilst he practices his ghost notes. Yeah, puts me to sleep every night. It's beautiful. Oh, I've got that book. It was at the bottom of a pile. No wonder I can't read rhythms. Well, finally, Mike, it's coming back out of retirement, that book. All right, guys, we come to the long-awaited time of this practice routine, where I will now do some fretboard knowledge. And I know I will yeah, I'll probably lose a bunch of people here, but this is, like I said, guys, that's what I have to do. I don't like the fact that I'm still very hesitant when it comes to naming the notes under my fingers, and it has to be improved. So, off I go. Basically, the very first exercise I started this stream with this thing. Now, much slower. And I need to name every note under my fingers. Sharps on the way up, flats on the way down. And switching between two positions, that way I cover the entirety of the fretboard, at least for the D and the G strings, which are the ones that are giving me the most trouble. Off we go. D sharp, A, F, B, A, F, B, G, F, B, G, C sharp, B, G, C sharp, A, G, C sharp, A, D sharp, C sharp, A, D sharp, B, A, D sharp, B, F, D sharp, B, F, C sharp, B, F, C sharp, G, F, C sharp, G, D sharp, C sharp, G, D sharp, A, G, D sharp, A, F. One more. D sharp, A, F, B. And that's where we started. And A, F, B, G. There we go. And now on the way down, flats. Just so you know, guys, this is about 10 times faster than it was when I first started doing this exercise. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. G, B, F, A, B, F, A, E flat, F, A, E flat, G, A, E flat, G, D flat, E flat, G, D flat, F, G, D flat, F, B, D flat, F, B, E flat, F, B, E flat, A, B, E flat, A, D flat, E flat, A, D flat, G, A, Second position, sharps on the way up, flats on the way down. E, A sharp, F sharp, C, A sharp, F sharp, C, G sharp, F sharp, C, G sharp, D, C, G sharp, D, E, A sharp, G sharp, D, A sharp, E, D, A sharp, E, C, A sharp, E, C, F sharp, E, C, F sharp, D, C, F sharp, D, G sharp, F sharp, D, G sharp, E, D, G sharp, E, A sharp, G sharp, E, A sharp, F sharp, E, A sharp, F sharp, C, A sharp, F sharp, C, G sharp. Oh, I nearly went all the way up the neck. Okay, flats on the way down. A flat, C, G flat, B flat, C, G flat, B flat, E, G flat, B flat, E, A flat, B flat, E, A flat, D, E, A flat, D, G flat, A flat, D, G flat, C, D, G flat, C, E, G flat, C, E, B flat, C, E, B flat, D, E, B flat, D, A flat, B flat, D, A flat, C, D, A flat, C, G flat, A flat, C, G flat, B flat, C, G flat, B flat, E, G flat, B flat, E, A flat, B flat. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. The notes are coming. The notes are coming to me so much faster than they were about a week and a half ago that I started doing this a bit more regularly. It's a real slug at first, guys. It's a real slug. But just doing this, going up and down the neck in these two positions, once a day for a week and a half, takes you less than 5 minutes, and it will 100% improve your fretboard knowledge. I can already tell. This is, plus this is an exercise, like I always say, that takes the notes out of their usual arpeggios and harmonic context, which means that you really have to focus on the note that's under your finger and not it being part of an arpeggio and memorizing strings of letters that they end up sounding a bit like words, like ACEG or CEGB or BDFA, FACE, ACEG, you know what I mean? It's like all these arpeggios. This takes it out completely because there's a pattern, but it doesn't map onto any kind of harmonic context. I've said harmonic context many times. Here's to the absence of harmonic context. So it's a great exercise. Super strongly recommend it. Doesn't apply so much on the other, although still pretty good. But the problem is these are much closer together. They're kind of like major sevenths, so you could be. I found myself cheating a little bit and using that as help. So it's mostly useful when you switch between the two strings. So and yeah, that works really well. Big fan. B throws me the most. Can't get used to it not having a sharp. B throws you the most. B throws me the most. I have to stop relying on figuring the note by what octave a note is from. No, Mike, you can 100% use that at first. Use whatever you need at first to know what note is underneath it, but try to add just a little bit, like 1% more effort towards, this note, I will now remember that this note is this number. You will feel like you're not making any progress, and now I'm a week and a half or let's say 2 weeks of doing it, and it's not hard anymore. It requires focus for sure, but it's not hard anymore. So yeah, strongly recommend that. Right, in terms of arpeggios, there is this really cool exercise from Felix Pastorius. You guys know who Pastorius. Everybody's familiar with the Pastorius surname. Not everyone is familiar with Felix, who's a fantastic bass player, fusion guy. Well, I wouldn't put him in that box, but he seems to have the most fun in the context of fusion. Some time ago, I transcribed like a really hardcore arpeggio exercise that he had, and I can't figure out what on earth it's supposed to exercise. Let me see if I can remember it. Oh, it was a semitone. So it's like it's like E flat, some kind of E flat arpeggio that is literally just spread all across the neck, but I can't figure out the pattern really. You know what I mean? It sounds very diatonic. Clearly, we're in E flat, but I don't really know. I'm stupid. I should just write it down and just transcribe it and figure out exactly how. Why didn't I think of that? It's just it's the most obvious thing to do. Just write it down and just compare the notes. It's really not. Although it could also be F minor arpeggio. F minor door. F natural arpeggio. I'm gonna have to spend some time analyzing that. I didn't mean to sort of jump in without any prep to talk about this exercise. So I'll put that to the side, write it on my little whiteboard. Okay, have I done Twitch? Yes, I've done Twitch today. Forget Me Nots, that was yesterday. Harmonic plus slapping. We still have to do some slapping at some point. We'll do that this week. Maybe we'll do some slapping Friday. Oh, it doesn't rhyme. Slappy Saturday slap. There we go. Slappy Saturday. It's like Slappy Wednesdays, but Slappy Sat. And Felix exercise. I'll have to look into that and figure out exactly what he does, and then turn this into a mind-blowingly efficient exercise, hopefully for us all to enjoy. Mike says, I know that on the E and A string, but learning it on the D and G string is strange for me. Yeah, we do. Well, we spend most of our time on those two strings, don't we? And whenever we venture over there, it's usually for octaves. So, you know, it's just people who like to transcribing stuff, who like to pretend they're sax players or piano players. Guilty. Fancy doing a little bit of playing as well, but Could do a little bit of jamming over. No. Where's my hip? Blah blah blah. Teen down. How do you do Steezy Stevie? What was that again? I'm looking at my Logic project. Sorry. Oh. Oh, where's the? There should be a pedal there. There it is. I need to add that B section actually. It's a bit annoying that it's not there. Was it what, 4 bars? Okay, let's add that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Ish. A bunch of notes that don't really belong there, but goodbye. Oh, why is it not? It's always bass videos, guys. Always bass videos. Right, so we've got that section kind of aligned-ish a little bit. Let's see if that's... Right, okay, I could have played it a little bit better, but and then what comes after that? Am I just gonna do the whole? Ah, yeah, sorry. Let's just do the whole form real quick because it's more fun. What's the code for that? It's not the rhythm though, is it? Bound to go. I think that's it. Yeah. Georgie Porgy, pudding pie. Kiss No Girls, he's streaming live. Let's have a go. Let's have a little go. I love this tune so much, guys. Just love it. Oh, Nate is here. Work kicking your ass today. Just want to play bass. Oh, dude. Here's to you, man. No rest for the blessed, I guess. I don't know. People say that. Hopefully that's the case. I will say better to have a job than not have a job. Shut up, Phil. Okay, so 2 sections of this, 2 sections of that. I know there's shortcuts for that, guys. I know. But then goes back to 2 sections of this here. All right, let's give it a go. That's not right, the structure, isn't it? Anyway, Mike, actually, good question. I have no idea if that's actually a copyright strike. We will find out tomorrow. I have a feeling they will know. Will they know? They'll know. They will know. They'll know. They won't know. They'll know. They have a way of knowing. Nate says, still listening, just can't do much interacting. Oh, dude. Well, yeah, much. As per usual, man. Much appreciated that you're showing up. Thank you, dude. Gratitude, honestly. That fit was fire. Ah, well, it's recorded. Yeah. Sweet. I'll turn that into a short. Check out Philippe with the passing chords. Ooh, what a fancy name. Phil with the passing chords. Okay, I'm going to save that and do a little bit of a bit of a tempo practice. Gents, we're going to keep it at a steady, pulsating 50 BPM. You guys remember this? Oh, yes, you do. But no hi-hat. Whoa. Nice. Really puts you in the zone. This kind of practice moment. Just feels very peaceful. That song itself creates a bit of a bubble around you, doesn't it? But you close your eyes and you try really hard to focus on your inner pulse. No hi-hat means you've got to get it dead on. And I didn't. You guys heard it. I didn't get all of them. Some of them I was pretty happy with. I'd say 55, 45 probably. Maybe a bit more than that if I'm trying to be both humble and objective. But that's a really good way of practicing as well. Focusing on your inner pulse. Again, requires a lot of focus, but I find it just a bit easier to close your eyes and just get in that zone. But yeah, that'll be me for today. No, Michael, you're right. I forgot to play the little solos. I'm gonna slow it down back to a reasonable tempo today, because there's absolutely no point in trying to just flash through all of that. If I can't do it properly, there is no point. As a refresher, guys, this is a beautiful piano solo by Oscar Peterson on the tune Days of Wine and Roses on the album We Get Requests with Ron Carter and Elvin Jones. It is Elvin Jones, right? It's not... Yeah, it's Elvin Jones, pretty sure. But you won't be able to hear it since I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go. Amazing slow downer. Trusty little piece of software. Yeah, not bad for not too bad, but I did make some pretty silly, forgetfulness. Kind of know where this is, where the chords are going. Just it's the same little choke points that I'm just doubting myself. I should take a deep breath every single time. All right, I'll finish up with some Charlie Parker, and that'll be the end of my fairly short practice session for today. Shall we go full tempo? Yeah, let's go. Let's try it. Way. Ah. He plays that note just a tiny bit of the end. Ba-da-da-boom. I was playing it syncopated. It wasn't. Just very nice. Very nice. Still a bit rough around the edges on this one. Especially this lick. I start losing my mind a little bit. It was a long day in front of the computer. Gents, thank you very much for sticking around. This was about an hour. Yeah, let's call it an hour of condensed practice. Not study per se, but a lot more talking myself through what I'm doing. And guys, if some of it doesn't make sense at all, like Phil, you're really wasting your time on this thing. Don't forget to mention it. Don't be afraid to mention, more like, because boy, that would be a terrible thing. Spending weeks practicing something that is actually useless. Suppose somebody's got to try it out, right? Friends, thank you again for joining me today. I'm gonna have some food and catch a little bit of the sunshine that's still hovering about. Yeah, I wish you all a very pleasant day, very pleasant evening. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Oh, nice one, Nate. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks. And I'll try and fix my overlay as well. I did have a pretty good look at Twitch today. It turns out that the reason some of these things weren't working properly is that I never confirmed my email with Stream Elements. What's that? What's that? I forgot to confirm an email. Just to click on the verify my email on some kind of thing ages ago. Yep, that's exactly what I did. Hence, some of the things not properly meshing together. So now, for some reason, you can actually see the chat appearing on the screen on the stream, which didn't used to be the case because it turns out I wasn't actually logged in. Typical Phil. That is literally me in a nutshell. That is what I do all the time. It was a simple fix, thankfully. Yeah, that will help with the growth. I hope so. There are very few bass musicians sharing on Twitch. There could be a reason for that. You know what I mean? There could be a reason for that. Maybe there's either maybe nobody's found anything interesting to say about it yet. But I'll keep looking. together, we'll keep digging for gold. And with your help, we will dig a big hole. Thank you very much for today, guys. Nate, Michael, I don't think our quick little visitor is still here. Maybe they are. Could be. City Rotti. If you're still here, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you got some value out of the stream and you'll come back. We're all about returning customers here. Returning friends of the base. And Jeffrey. Good friends. Have a lovely evening wherever you are in the world. You will eventually have a lovely evening today. So you all take care and I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. Bye-bye, guys.